Hello, welcome back. Let's see, more stories, more chronicles. Went over the holidays. Let's see, what's a good one? Okay, here's one. Oh, it's another, of course, another issue fighting, but clubs, that's where the best stories are, I guess. So I had this Navy guy, and my staff comes up to me and they tell me that a guy went into the bathroom with a girl. Common common issue, believe it or not, in a club. It wasn't a busy day. It was like a weekday, so there was nothing really going on. So me and one of my security, we go in the bathroom and I knock on, look under the stall. In Japan, the stalls here are different. Like they're not raised up, so you can see how many feet. They keep it all the way to the floor. But in the club, we had it raised up so you could see. So look under, you see 4 feet. Two tennis shoes and 2 heels. So I knock on the door. The guy's like, "Yo, what up? Leave me alone. I'm going to the bathroom." I was like, "Hey, man, you gotta come out. You got caught." So he's like, "Leave me alone. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. There's nobody else in here with me." And I'm like, "Bro, I can see the shoes underneath the stall. It's just come out. You got caught. Just live it up. I'm not mad at you. Just come out and just mark it off as a miss or a loss. So he's yelling, if I have to come out of the stall, I'm gonna, beat your ass, kind of thing. So I'm like, look, now it's getting to a point, disrespect. I said, look, you got caught, just come out of the stall. I'm willing to just scratch it off because we're not busy. I'm not really worried about it. Plus, I had other things to do than fight with a guy about getting caught taking a girl in the bathroom. So he's talking, and it's just going back and forth. I'm like, there's nobody else in here with me. I'm alone. I'm like, bro, I can see you. The light, I think. So I can see the feet under the stall. So finally, like, his boy comes in, and his boy's like, "Yo, Tony, you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. These guys won't leave me alone. They're just, messing with me for no reason." So I'm like, "Look, man, there's a girl in there. I can't let you do it. You got caught. I can't just walk out of the bathroom until we all walk out of here." So he's like, he's yelling a lot of swearing, calling me a lot of names. So then this girl comes to the bathroom and she's just like, "Hey, Tomoko," and you hear the girl say, "What?" I'm like, "Okay, bro, did your voice change? Now there's a girl's voice coming." I said, "You're caught. Let's go." So he opens up the door and he kind of like, "No, I should beat your ass." And he's literally the same height as me. We're just no different. And I was like, "Look, now I tried to be cool about it, but you gotta go. I gotta escort you out." So he's like, "Whatever. You're lucky I don't just beat your ass." So he just kept saying this, "I'm lucky. I'm lucky." So we're starting to walk him out, and he kind of turns around to me because he's in front of me. It's his friend, the security. The girls ran out already. They took off when they got caught. They was embarrassed. So him, the security, or his friend, his security, him, and then me in the back. And I'm walking, and he turns around. And he does the little, like, I should beat you right now. I said, "You turn around again, I'm gonna have to drop you. I'm not playing anymore. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. It was like a Monday probably." So he's like, "Whatever." So he did it again. He turned around and he was like trying to get me to flinch. So like I said before, I always carry a stun gun with me. So I popped him with the stun gun real quick, just one good pop. It wasn't a really strong stun gun because they don't sell strong ones in Japan, but it was a good stun. So it hit him and he just fell. So his friend turned around like, "Oh my God, what happened?" Some security grabbed him, put him up on the wall. And, I was like, "All right, bro, you okay?" And he's kind of like coming to, like he just realized what had happened to him. So I pick him up a little bit and splash some water in his face. He's like, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir." I was like, "Now, are you going to leave?" He was like, "Yes." I was like, "Fine." So as we're walking to the entrance, he's like, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir." But now he's starting to get his bearings back because he's not like wobbling as much. And I guess I popped him like in the back of the neck. It got him good. So we get to the entrance and he walks down. It's like a 2-flight thing. It goes one, and then there's a standing area and then another flight down. And in Japan, for ashtrays, because they let you smoke in places, they like the cans and they put water in them. That's going to come into the story later. So We get down to he walks down the steps, and he looks up at me, and he flips me off. And I just looked down at him. I was like, really? I mean, just go home. And he looks up after me. He's like, yeah, come down here and say that. You know, if you come down here, I'm going to beat your ass and blah, blah, blah. So that was a little overboard for me. So I walked down the steps. So I'm walking down, and security's like, okay, here we go. So one of the guys is coming behind me. And I'm like, look, bro, just go home. That's enough. And he, as I get like almost to the last step, he swings. He throws a jab. And I don't know if you watch any of the other videos. I came to Japan to do martial arts. I have a few black belts. I've done jiu-jitsu. I've done a lot of different things. I know how to fight. I fought. I wanted to do K1 or Pride or any of those fighting things. I love fighting for sport, not for fun. So he throws a jab. You know, I dodge it. It was like slow motion. I mean, he comes, I just kind of move it, and he hooks. And then I come up, and then as I come up, I pop him a couple times in the face, you know, puts him against the wall, and I'm just going at it. And he's just like this against the wall. And his friend comes to grab me, but my security jumps on him. And all my security were either military or training fighters here in Japan, so they all know how to fight as well. And we used to train together too. So he comes, and my security takes him, and the guy swings at me again, and he almost catches me. When he swings, it like nips me, and you know, I come back and I give him a hook and knock him down. So as I knock him down, he hits one of the ashtrays and knocks it over. So the little platform we're on is just wet, just full of water, cigarette water. It's so disgusting. And so his friend is trying to come at me. Still, security's fighting him, and this guy's like he's dazed, but he's still trying to fight. And he's like holding my leg. He wouldn't let me go help my security fight this other guy because it was a good battle going on. So I think one of my waiters or bartender or somebody grabbed this guy's leg to pull him away. So as they're pulling him, he's pulling me, so it's kind of awkward. So, me being a very intelligent person, I pull out my stun gun. I want to pop him in the shoulder real quick to let him let go of me so I can go help my security. And I don't think about the surroundings. This is like that Batman thing. I gave up my footing I gave up the advantage for the footing or whatever, because when I popped him, it shocked all of us. We all got zapped. I mean, hard, because the whole floor was wet and the water is electric water. So when I hit him, we were all boom. My security was like, "Stop it!" You know, they all shaking, and by then, as other security's coming down, I just zapped everybody. So wasn't my best, brightest moment. And now that I look at it, it was funny, but we all got hit hard. So we all come back from that pretty like, well, what just happened? Everybody's looking around like, you know, what just ran up my leg? So anyway, we get him down. I grab the guy and I pull him outside. You know, I'm pulling him down the steps, and he's been. I mean, he fought back the entire time, so he was a little not knocked out. So as I put him outside, I was like, dude, enough, just go home. And you know, he sits up, and his face is bloody, and he just like looks at me and is like, "F you," flips me off again. And I look at him, I'm just like, really, all this just doesn't stop. I mean, he won't take the loss. Put him down so many times and stuff. So I go up to him, and there's these Navy guys outside. They're out there just like, there's probably 10 or 15 of them. And they come like running up there like, "Oh my God, check it out. You know, old boy's beating this guy up or whatever." And I go and I look at the guy, and I was like, "What is your problem? I've given you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. I've tried to be nice to you." And he was just like, "F you, you know, I'll beat your ass, and you're lucky, you know, you had security." I'm like, the security didn't help with anything. It was just me and you, you know. I was like, whatever. So I turn around, and he grabs my leg again to try to trip me because he's sitting down on the ground. And I slip because I guess the blood or whatever there, because he was bleeding them pretty bad. I kind of slip, and I push him. I just take my hand and I push him away. And when I pushed him away, I guess I wiped the blood off his face. And those 15 guys that were watching me, like, talk to this guy but beat him up basically at the time, it was their friend. They didn't realize, because of all the blood and his clothes had been ripped, and you know, they didn't realize that the guy that they were waiting on was the guy on the ground that I was I was, you know, having words with. So when they saw that, they were like, "Oh my God, that's Tony!" So they jumped on me. So I had 15 guys jump on me at once, and my security come down, and we handled it. I mean, we walked away. I think I lost a couple of teeth in that one, and yeah, I got kicked in the face with a Timberland. I remember the Timberland and tooth went somewhere. So yeah, that was no, actually yeah, I split my lip. I remember that because he kicked me and knocked out my tooth and split my lip, and I had a big split. So I don't know if you guys remember the movie Roadhouse. Now, when I was a kid, Roadhouse was the movie. I mean, that was the true man. That was Spartan right there. That was a Spartacus. You know, he stitched up his own wounds. He ran a club. Thought you would be bigger. So, you know, I get upstairs and I got the split just wide open. You could see where my tooth is supposed to be. And I go in the office. I grab one of those sewing kits. Swear to God, true story. I can have 3 or 4 people right now vouch for it if needed. If you don't believe it, I'm not lying. So I grabbed a sewing kit, one of those cloth ones we get like in the military, is a little packet. I go and I go in the bathroom. I get a little Spritus. And a Spritus is a vodka in Japan that's 98% proof. Like it's basically pure rubbing alcohol, and it's light on fire and everything. So I go in the bathroom, and my security's taking care of everything. They're cleaning up the mess and everybody. So I'm in there, and I remember I heated up the needle. I dipped it in the Spritus, and I go and I try to bend it a little bit so I can get the hook in. So I'm stitching up my lip in the bathroom mirror, and my assistant manager comes in, and he's like, "What? Are you all right? Are you okay? Because he saw that I got kicked in the face." I'm like, "Yeah." So my hands are shaking because of adrenaline. I mean, you're just, if you've ever been to a fight, So I've got like a couple threads in, but it's still, I'm still trying to shake. So he's like, let me take care of it. And I'm like, okay. So he goes to finish the last couple, and my security runs in. He's like, Bachi, I'm so sorry. I should never let him get that close to you. I shouldn't have, I should have been down there. And he sees basically like a needle through my lip and the string, and I'm like this, and just the blood. He lost it. Sink just hurled in the sink. And he's like, what are you doing? I can't believe, and he runs out of the bathroom. He's yelling. So stitched up my own lip. Well, my assistant manager, Ricky, helped out the last couple threads. And I was fine. I was totally fine. Adrenaline's in you. You don't think about it. Me being in the military and everything like that, it doesn't really... You'd be surprised what your body can handle when you've got so much heat and anger and adrenaline, and you're just like... So after that, I ties it off, cut the string. I take that glass of Spritus to wash out my mouth because I've had all like 2 teeth knocked out and the split. Taking that Spritus shot and swishing it around in my mouth was the worst, more pain than anything I dealt that whole night. That almost knocked me out. I got lightheaded. I was just like, and I just spit it out. I literally almost fainted. It could have been from everything else that happened that built up, but when that Spritus hit the inside of my mouth, was all those cuts and stuff, and it was painful. And I was just like, oh. So that's the story of me stitching up my own lip. I still have a little scar. It healed well. Never went to the doctors and anything. I've broken my fingers a couple times fighting, just training, even in kickboxing and stuff, and usually fix it myself. But that's another story to tell. Hope you enjoyed. That's my stitch my own lip story.